Welcome to the Mission House. Today we're going to take you on a tour of the Mission House. We're sitting outside here on the porch right now. The Mission House is a place where you can just get away from the confusion of the States. Many people have described it as a refuge or a spiritual retreat. And this porch is a wonderful place to gather with your team members or just to get away and be with the Lord. And we have several places that you'll see in this Mission House where you can kind of escape and be away. Over to my right is a cistern. It's underneath this porch, and it provides the Mission House with water. And I wanted to talk to you about water because it's actually a health issue. It's a health issue, and our two goals is to keep you healthy and to keep you safe. So we ask you to only drink the purified water that we have here at the Mission House. We also ask you to conserve the water here at the Mission House. It's not like in the United States where we have this endless supply that comes to our house. No. Here in Honduras, it's different. We only get water maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. So when we have the Mission House full of team members, we can actually run out of water. So how can you help us conserve water? 2 ways. One, only flush the toilet when you have to. And let me explain that. We have a saying around here, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. So you're not going to flush the toilet every time you use it, only when it's brown. Another way that we can save water is through showers. We ask that you take only 1 shower per day, and also take a military shower. A military shower is when you get into the shower, you turn the water on, and you get yourself wet. But then you turn the water off. You don't let the water continue to run. So you suds up, you wash yourself off, and then when you're ready to rinse, you turn the water back on and rinse yourself off. Now, that's just a simple way that you can help us conserve water, but if we all do it, it makes a big difference. And it really helps out our ministry. We appreciate that. We also would ask you to conserve electricity. Electricity is much more expensive in Honduras. So when you need lights on, please have them on. But when you don't need lights on, please make sure they're turned off, especially overnight. But when you leave a room, you're the last one out of a room, and you don't need lights anymore, please turn it off. Or if you see lights on in areas that we don't need them, maybe it's in the commons area, the kitchen area, the dining area, or in the hallways, please make sure you turn them off. Another thing that we ask you to do is to always lock the doors at night. Now, someone in the Mission House will go around, a WGO member will go around and check all the doors, external doors, each evening. Usually between 8 and 9 o'clock. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't come back outside here on the porch, or go out on the back porch, or the balcony upstairs. But we would just ask when you return inside that you make sure you lock the door. Because security is very important for us. We take every measure possible to keep our team members safe. So we would appreciate your help in that manner. You can see the porch has tile floor, and we have a lot of tile throughout the Mission House. If the tile gets wet, it becomes slick and can be dangerous. And we don't want anyone to fall. Also, we ask that you bring suntan lotion and insect repellent to use while you're here. And if you want to put that on before you leave to go to the outreach events, we would ask that you step into the parking lot and you apply it out there on the rock surface and not here on the tile, because if it gets on the tile, it becomes very, very slick. And like I said, we don't want anyone to fall and to get hurt. We want you to be able to participate in all the activities during your time here at the Mission House. Let's go inside. There's more things to see. Now we're in the lobby of the Mission House. And as you can see, there's some more seating in here. A lot of team members like to use this area. Over here we have a telephone, and this is available to team members. The instructions are on the phone. So if you would like to use it, you will generally have a clipboard here where you can sign up each time you use it. Just put a tally mark down. And you're welcome to call back home, talk to family, talk to friends, and you can use this for as long as you want, but please be sensitive because there may be other team members waiting to use it as well. And then at the end of the week, you'll pay for each time that you use the telephone. This is the door that goes down into our basement where our pharmacy is. And we'll go down there in a while and tell you more about the basement and pharmacy.
Okay, this is what we call the commons area, where the teams will come in the evenings or when you have free time to enjoy this area. We also eat in this area. And over here we have some games that you can use. And they're accessible to you. We also have the Children of the Ranch posted here that maybe you could support or you already are supporting. There are also Bibles here if you need some Bibles in the bookshelf. Over here we will post a chart that will show that kitchen help. Each team will have a time team member will have a time to serve in the dining room or the kitchen duties. In the dining room, you are responsible, the responsibilities are listed here, but you are responsible to help clear the table and bring the plates over to the trash can, which is here. And you would place the plates after you scrape off all the food in this tray here. And then when it gets full, you will carry it into the kitchen area. You also, in the kitchen area is through these doors. In the kitchen area is for the kitchen area. The two team members that will be responsible to be in here to help the cooks. You will help dry the dishes and put them away in the commons area. Or if there's some things that are left in the kitchen, someone will be here to help you to tell you where to put them. And you can also ask the cooks. They're very helpful. Even if you can't speak their language, they can help you. Over here, there are labels on the cabinet that tells you where the clean dishes go. And so if you're in the kitchen duty, you will come out here and put them in those places. The food will all be out on the table when you come as a team to eat. And you will start down at the end and just choose what you need as you go. Also, the dining room tables will need to be wiped off. You will carry all the food after the meal's over and carry them back into the kitchen. And wipe off the tables, wipe off the counter.
Here at the Mission House, we have I have two conference rooms, and sometimes teams choose to meet in the conference room, have their morning and evening devotionals there. But some teams, especially smaller teams, will choose to meet here in the dining room area, the commons area. Or we've even had teams that choose to go out on the back porch that overlooks Tegucigalpa to have their devotionals. And this is just an amazing view that you never get tired of. We always just relish coming out here mornings and evenings and looking over the city. And as a team member, you're going to want to do that. You're going to look out here every morning, and because it changes. It's like God is just painting a beautiful making a beautiful painting out here. And then in the evenings, you can see all the lights of the city. It's just a gorgeous sight that we all love.
As we come out of the Commons area, we have a place where we will have drinks available for you to buy, and also there's a water cooler over here that you can buy, that you can grab a bottle for the first time before you go out on the outreaches and write your name on that bottle and use it over and over. We also have a sheet that will have your names on this clipboard, and you will just tally whatever you take, and it's all just trusting that you will be honest and do the right thing. We also have over here bathrooms, the men's and the women's, when you're down here in the Commons area.
Now let's go upstairs and check out the team rooms. As you can see, a dormitory room is full of bunk beds. So we can house quite a few people in each room. So we have men in some and women in others. This particular room is full of windows, which is a wonderful thing. We can open the windows and enjoy the fresh air of Honduras. But we always have to remember to close those windows. Whenever we leave, please remember to close the windows, turn out the lights too, close the windows, because while you're gone, it's not unusual for a rainstorm to blow through. And we're on a mountain, so it can get windy, and the last thing you want to happen is to come back to your dorm room and have a wet bed. That would be bad, wouldn't it? Also, in each room, we have a bulletin board. We have a bulletin board in each room that has the Mission House guidelines, as well as it will have a team schedule right here for your team. On the back of the beds, you can see that there are hooks where you can hang clothes or wet towels. Also, you'll notice that we provide all the linens and towels that you will need. Each dormitory room has 3 sinks, 3 bathrooms, and 3 showers. Speaking of toilets, in Honduras, unlike the United States, we can't flush toilet paper down the toilet. The plumbing system just can't handle it. So you'll notice beside every toilet, there is a wastebasket. That's where the toilet paper goes, not down the toilet. Now, if you forget, don't go fishing. Just try to do better the next time, okay?
Another thing is every room has a bubble in it, a water bubble, and that's where you're going to get your water throughout the Mission House. There will be bubbles. You can refill your bottles. You can, when you brush your teeth, you're going to have a glass. You will write your name on the glass, and the pen will be provided. And you will fill your glass up with water, and hold your toothbrush in the other hand so you don't happen to put it underneath the water here, because that's not a good thing. So brush your teeth, rinse out your mouth, then rinse your toothbrush out and pour it into the sink. It's best not to even turn on the water until after you brushed your teeth, so you're not tempted. That's easy to do. We also have provided here in the dorm a medical kit with basic medicines in it. So if there's something you feel you need, the pharmacy may have it downstairs so we can get it for you. So just contact us if there's something else you might need for that. We also have another basket down here that is full of different supplies that you might need. We'll have some extra toothbrushes in case you do happen to run some water over it. and you can just exchange it. We have hair dryers down there for you girls, and maybe some of you guys like to use them too. So there are things that you can use.
Here on the second floor, same floor that we have all the team rooms. By the way, there are 5 team rooms. We have not only scrubs, but here on the second floor, we also have trunks here, children's trunks. We use these out on the outreach and the children's station. And so it's very important each day before you leave the mission house that you put one of the trunks on the bus, and then when you return to the mission house, you get it back up here, because you can see we're right by the laundry room, and our wonderful cleaning ladies do a great job of doing all the laundry that needs to be cleaned each and every week for every team. We have 3 tubs here. So we do supply scrubs and linens and towels for you to use during the week. But halfway through the week, you'll get a new set of towels. So the old towels, the used towels, need to be put in one of these tubs. Also, if you use some of our scrubs, halfway through the week, put your used scrubs in the towels. Then at the end of the week, right before you go home, we ask that you take the dirty linens off your beds and put them here. This is really helpful to our cleaning lady who has mountains of laundry to do every week. If we walk down this hallway, right in the middle of the second floor between all the team rooms, we have this nice lounging area.
Also in this area, we have 3 tubs that you can bring, that you are able to donate shoes that you don't want to take back with you, or dirty clothes and clean clothes that you can leave in these tubs before you leave. We also have on this same area what we call a lock box, and this is where you can keep your stuff like phones or rings or something valuable to you, or money, billfolds, things like that, because you won't need to take stuff out to the brigade outreaches with you. So this is where you would leave it, and it would be locked up and safe.
Let's go to the store. Here at the Mission House, we also have a store.
Inside the store, we have some Honduran goods that you are able to purchase. You can come in any time during the week when you have free time and choose something that you like. We have a sheet that you would write your name on, and then you write down the items that you took. So if you wanted this, you would write this item down, how much it costs, and place it in the basket. And after you get your items, you would put the items in and the sheet in the basket, and you would put it out here in the hallway and leave it there for checkout on Fridays. You must have a credit card in order to purchase these items. Also, if you decided you didn't want to have this particular item, then you would just put it back on the shelves and mark it out, and so don't feel like you're obligated to keep whatever you choose at that time till checkout.
At the end of the week, you'll pay for all of the items that you have purchased throughout the week. Items from the store, telephone calls, and also drinks. And like Pam said, you use a credit card to pay for those things. You can also purchase vanilla and our wonderful coffee. Our delicious coffee. Honduran coffee is the best. And this coffee is grown out at Rancho Ebenezer, where we have our dear children, our school, and our home for approximately 40 of our children. So at the end of the week, you will pay for all of the purchases you have made throughout the week here at the Mission House. So your phone calls, your drinks, and any purchases from the store, including vanilla and our wonderful coffee, our delicious coffee. Honduran coffee is the best, and this coffee is grown out at Rancho Ebenezer, where we have our dear, beautiful children.
Okay, let's go to the conference room. Here are some bookshelves that you can get books out if you need and want something to read. Those are available. Here's a place to relax on when you have free time. And this is where you will meet to have your team meetings. And we have Bill here.
So like I stated before, our priorities for you is that you be healthy and safe throughout the week. I want to reiterate, do not drink the tap water. Do not ingest the tap water. So you drink from a bubbler. You don't use the tap water to rinse out your mouth when you brush your teeth, and even when you're in the shower. Don't be singing in the shower, because you don't want that water to go down your throat, right? So we're going to keep you healthy. If you start feeling sick, please let us know immediately so we can determine how we can help you get healthy, whether it's through medications or whatever. We do have a nurse that could see you.
And over here we have musical instruments for you to use as you're praising God and your team meetings. So you're welcome to use them. Just put them back where you find them and take care of them.
While you're in Honduras, you get to enjoy the amazing climate that we have here. So you can see how I'm dressed. This is my typical dress for a day at the mission house. Shorts and a t-shirt. And you're welcome to dress like this when you come here. But let's talk about what you should wear when you leave the mission house and go to the outreach. You can borrow scrubs from us, but what is culturally appropriate is that you have a shirt on, long pants, and you're not showing much skin. Our dress code for WGO is very simple. It's very biblical. Dress modestly. Just make sure your clothing doesn't expose too much, that it fits the culture of Honduras, and most importantly, that it represents our Lord Jesus Christ. On Sunday, when you go to church, you're going to want to dress your best. Bring some special clothes with you. Guys, nice slacks, maybe a collared shirt. You will notice in the churches here in Tegucigalpa that people wear their best. They want to honor their Lord Jesus Christ with the way that they dress for the church service.
For women, we like to dress in a nicer outfit. Pants are great, slacks, and also if you like to wear a long skirt or a dress, that is appropriate to wear. Also, we don't want to show much skin in that sense, so please bring a dress that represents God.
While you're out and about, away from the mission house, we want to respect the culture of Honduras and represent who we are. Christians who are trying to bring the good news to the people of Tegucigalpa. First impressions are very important, and that includes your dress. So just remember that. Remember that we're guests here, and our job is to come embrace the culture, and love on the people, and represent the Lord Jesus Christ. Our desire is to keep you healthy and safe. Regarding safety, regarding security, I promise you, we will keep you safe if you stay with your group and follow our guidelines. Never wander off. Maybe you're from Chicago or near Chicago. You could probably say, if I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time around the wrong people, Chicago can be a very dangerous place. Same for any big city. Same for Tegucigalpa, Honduras. So please, please follow our guidelines. Always be with your group and follow your outreach coordinator and all his instructions.
Hi, follow me down to the pharmacy. Here is what we call the donation area. The children's trunks are stored here, and they will have everything you need in them. And when you go out, if you're Team A, you will take this set of trunks with you for the children's ministry. Then if you're Team B, you would take this set. You will bring them back on Tuesday and Friday. There's a little trunk onto the truck. So the whole team will come down and get the trunks from the pharmacy area and also the children's area and load them onto the truck, which will be here then, we hope. This area is the pharmacy area. And the dental trunks will be over in that area, which you will need to grab when you have dental. We will also need to grab the medical trunks for the doctors and the nurses that are helping out. And this area is where we store the medicine. And the trunks that we will take out for Monday, Tuesday will be in this area. You take those trunks out with you. If you're trunk B, you would take out a set of trunks also. And that's on this side. And all the medicines should...
Thanks for joining us for our tour of the Mission House. We are going to be so excited to receive you and work alongside you. You know, Jesus said that the fields are ready for harvest, but the workers are few. So thank you for receiving His call and your willingness to come to Honduras and work with WGO and bless the people of Honduras. We hope to see you soon. God bless.